Hey writers, it's Rebecca from One Lit Place. Today we're going to be talking about memoirs and whether or not your story is worthy of one. And the answer is yes. It's not like an autobiography where someone's entire life is being written about. A memoir is just a slice of the larger pie. It's a chapter, it's a phase, it's a series of events. And they are worth noting. They're the ones that have stood out in your life. They're the ones that have been totally different, or where your life has gone into uncharted territory. These are the stories that are worth sharing with an audience. They're stories of triumph, or of pain, or of grief, or of overcoming circumstances. These are stories where you have risen to the challenge, or where you have failed to be your best. When you write these stories with as much detail and specificity as possible, you invite the reader into your world. You offer them a chance to see you and your story with empathy. You offer them an opportunity to see a part of the world they wouldn't have experienced, or to understand circumstances that never would have happened to them. But you also potentially give them courage to share their stories with someone else. If you aren't sure whether your story is worthy of a memoir, do what I call the cocktail test, or I guess now the Zoom test. But offer someone a little piece of your story, not your whole story, and not necessarily your vulnerability. But what you want is to see whether you get their curiosity, whether you get a bit of sympathy, whether you get a bit of empathy, whether you get a bit of shock, whatever it is that tells you you've drawn them in. You know now that it's worth being a memoir. And once you've made that decision, visit us on our website, like and subscribe below, and we will see you when you are writing your memoir.